there, it's simply Scottish. Now, before we start the show, there's a couple things I've got to go through. First, you'll notice my mic quality is a lot better because I don't have my fucking shitey Poundland mic. So that helps a lot. Secondly, I'm a bit hungover this episode, so, I may not be my cheery self, I may be a bit of a grumpy bastard, but, I'll still make it enjoyable for you. I just had one too many bevies last night. Well, I say one too many, there's no such thing. But, as you do. Anyway, on to the show. We've got our guest here. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Indeed. Hello, everybody. My name is Muddi30. I'm a Danish guy from Denmark, making roleplay in VR chat and also live streaming on Twitch to it.
We'll make sure to link your Twitch in the description. It'll be somewhere up here. Yeah. So, how much, just before we get into it, do you know much about Scotland already, or are you just complete blank slate?
I know only one thing about Scotland.
And what's that?
You are not for England.
You know what, that's a good answer, I like that already. Right, let's get into the questions. First off, the first questions are on geography. How are you with geography?
I don't know, actually.
You don't know? Well, we're about to find
out.
out.
Never think about that.
We're about to find out. Right, the first question. Can you name 3 cities or towns in Scotland?
Oh. No, because I only know one thing in Scotland. I'm totally blank in Scotland.
That's fine. Nothing. Well, I'll give you some examples. You've got Edinburgh,
Okay.
Glasgow, Aberdeen, Dundee, Kerrymuir, Montrose, Arbroath, Ferfar. You know, all the normal places with normal names. Right, the second question. Now, I mean,
Yes.
You didn't get the cities, but what's the capital of Scotland? I'll give you a clue. I said it. One of the cities I named was the capital of Scotland.
God damn it, man. Totally, man. There's so many cities and shit, I don't know.
I'll give you a multiple choice. It's either Edinburgh, Glasgow, or Aberdeen.
Say it again. Because
Edinburgh,
I think I know. Yeah?
Glasgow, Aberdeen.
Yeah.
It's one of them.
Aberdeen.
Did you just say Aberdeen? My God.
Glasgow.
Well,
I'm Glasgow.
You're still wrong. It's Edinburgh. Even though Glasgow is the largest city in Scotland. However, Edinburgh is the capital. And the shittest. If anyone's from Edinburgh gets offended by that, good. Hope you get offended. You're a shite cunt. Right, on to the final geography question, so we won't have many more. Which of these places are actual places in Scotland? We're returning a fan favourite. Dykehead, Dick Court, or Cock of Arn? Or is it all of them?
All of them.
It is all of them. All of them, again, are real places in Scotland. Cock of Arran is great. I've heard being inside Cock of Arran is one of the best experiences of your life. I'm just saying that a friend told me. I definitely didn't go there, don't worry. Right. Now, we're moving on to the history segment. How are you with history?
Oh, not so much in history, but yeah, I'll give it a try. Maybe I'm not something.
Perfect. Right. Which of these are Scottish inventions? Or is it all of them? The inventions are the TV, the telephone, and the steam engine.
TV.
The correct answer is actually all of them. They're all Scottish inventions. Yep. The TV,
Ah.
the telephone, and the steam engine were all invented by Scottish people. Mental that.
Yeah, okay.
Right, next history question. What percentage, in the 1800s, what percentage of the world's ships were built in Glasgow? Is it 5%, 10%, or 20%? And the answer's not all of them, before you say that.
I'm going with number 2. 10%.
Number 2, 10%. The correct answer was actually 20%. 20% of the entire planet's ships was made in Glasgow in 1870, I'm pretty sure.
Well,
Pretty
yeah, okay.
fun fact, I think. Right, the final history question. Now, it could be seen as a culture question, but I'll put it in history. What is the Scottish national animal?
I think I know it because I have been one time in Scotland to shoot a red deer. Scottish red deer.
Is that what you think the national animal is?
I'm not sure. Could also be a
Just
muntjac or a
take
goose.
a guess.
I'm going with the red deer. I'm going with red deer.
Red deer. Well, I doubt you shot our national animal because when you were hunting, because our national animal is actually a unicorn.
Ah?
I'm not taking the piss. Our national animal is a unicorn. Because why not? If you're going to pick a national animal, why not pick a unicorn?
I don't know.
Right.
In our country, there is a goat. It's only a goose.
I mean, gooses are cool, but they're not quite a unicorn. You know,
No.
mystical creatures, just like Scottish people.
Yeah.
Right. Now heading on to the culture questions. Which of these is the biggest sport in Scotland? Is it golf, football, or rugby?
I will not go with football, and it could be golf because I've seen so many British videos they have them playing golf. So it couldn't be that. It could also be rugby because that could also be. But I'm more sure on golf.
The correct answer is actually football. Football is the biggest sport
How?
in Scotland. Well, see,
How can it
we're football crazy over here. Now, I don't know if your football's like American football, but it's like what they would call soccer.
Oh, that one
Yeah.
where they're running with the ball in the hands.
No, that's rugby.
Oh, okay.
We play
Okay,
like proper kick your ball football, you know? So, like, you've got big teams like Celtic and Rangers and like massive
okay,
fights whenever
Ronaldo
they
and
play.
anything like that. Ronaldo
Yeah,
or
if you want to
something
get in
like
an
that.
argument with if you want to find two Scottish people arguing, it's either going to be politics or football.
I'm not so much in football. I'm more to American football. You're running with the ball in your hands and running out, trying to make make
Oh,
that.
yeah, I get you.
What is called? It's called touchdown. That was it.
Oh, yeah, I know what you mean, yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Next culture question. Which one of these is a famous Scottish food? Is it a deep fat fried Mars bar, crumpets, or jam?
Number 1.
Number 1, it is a deep fat fried Mars bar. Now, if any of you are confused by the concept of a deep fat fried Mars bar, if you understand what a Mars bar is, you know, the chocolate with a fucking shite in the middle and you eat it, you know, all that stuff. Well, what we do is we take it, we put it in a deep fat fryer, and take it out and the chocolate's all melted on the inside and you eat it. That's one of our famous foods over here. It is absolutely ridiculous and so unhealthy, but they taste so goddamn good. Right. the last culture question. What is the legal age of marriage in Scotland? Is it 16, 18, or 21?
16, 18, 21. Last time we was in numbers, it was 20. So I'm not thinking with 18.
18.
I'm not
You
going
think
higher.
the age of getting married is 18, like most normal countries? Yeah? Well, you'd be sorely
It
mistaken
actually
because
is.
the age of ruining your life is actually 16 in Scotland.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, you can get married at 16. But you
No.
can't drink.
Yeah.
I mean, how are you meant to cope with it? Like, come on.
Well, in Denmark, if we are supposed to, you more only drink. You're supposed only to drink and smoke cigarettes when you are 18.
Yeah, we're the same. You've got to be 18 too. Well,
Yeah.
legally, you have to be 18 to drink and smoke in Scotland.
Ah, I'm
However,
20. I'm
everyone
20
starts
and
at
I'm
like
smoking
15,
and I'm
13
drinking.
area. Yeah, I like everybody starts at like between 13 and 15. That's normally when
Yeah.
people start in Scotland because why the fuck not? We've got to cope with being Scottish somehow.
Yeah.
Right, now we're changing it up a little bit. We're moving on to the speech questions. Now, I'm going to give you some Scottish phrases, and you can always ask for me to say it in a sentence, and you've got to try and guess what it is, okay?
Okay.
The first word is I. A-Y-E.
That's just the I. The I.
No. A-Y-E, not E-Y-E. I can say it in a sentence
Oh,
with you if you like.
it's Scottish and it says yes. That's
Yep,
how
there
you
we
say
go, yep.
yes.
Yeah,
I knew I should have
I.
seen my Sons of
Okay.
Anarchy. Yeah.
Right, the next one. Now, I'll give you a little clue for this one. It's what I am just now. Alright? Crabbit.
Crap it. Did you say?
I can say it in a sentence,
Yeah.
if you like. Oh, I was at work
Right.
and my dad was a crabbit bastard.
You're like, what is it called in English? Like, oh shit. Like that, something like that.
Not quite. Crabbit means grumpy. So, as in, I was at work and my dad was a grumpy bastard, you'd say. My dad was a crabbit bastard. You know? You see? Aye. And when I'm at work, my dad usually is a crabbit bastard.
Yeah,
But so am
okay.
I, so it balances itself out. Right, the next one. Natter.
Say again.
Natter.
I'm going with pause there. I'm going with pause.
I can say it in a sentence if you'd like.
Yeah, try it if you can.
Right. So I was walking down the street and me and my friend were just having a wee natter.
You have a great night.
No, natter means talking to someone. So when you have a natter with someone, you're talking to them.
You have a great talk.
No, it doesn't have to be a good talk, it's just a talk. So like, oh, me and him had a natter. You know? Just a wee chat.
Yeah, I'm on now. Yes.
Right, second last one. Hen and not the animal.
Hen.
I can say it in a sentence as well.
Yeah, do that.
Yeah, I thought so. Hen, so... Oh, I was at the club last night and the hens were absolutely mental.
Hen is like when you're going with that question there. You was in the club and the hen and the bar. It'd be the.
The hen, well, not quite. It's hen means like
It
a
could
girl,
be.
like a woman. See,
I could go with the bartender, but the woman is
no.
also a good thing.
So like you say, oh mate, I was at the club and those hens were absolutely mental, pal. Or you'd go up to a girl and you go, right hen?
Okay.
Right. The last one. Do lally. I can also say that one in a sentence if you if you need.
Thank you. Thank you. I will say thanks to that. I will say yes.
Mate, see my friends. They're absolutely do lally this weekend.
They're actually having a fun in this weekend. It could be fun. It could
Not
be
quite.
have a great day, a great weekend or something. It could be mean
No,
great.
not
It could
quite.
mean,
You want to take one more guess at it?
uh, weekend. Love it. Weekend. Pause.
The meaning of doolally is crazy. So if my friends were doolally, my friends were crazy.
Oh, like you're telling like it could mean like, oh, this weekend was so crazy, like that.
Well, no, you normally use it to describe people, not quite events. So I wouldn't say like, oh, that weekend was doolally. You'd say, oh no, that person was doolally. Like they're mental.
Okay, okay, got you.
And that is all the questions we have today. Thank you very much for coming on the show. Is there anything you'd like to say to the audience? Any shout outs? You want to talk about your Twitch or your YouTube or anything before we finish up?
I'm only making Twitch because to working on my avatars like this one here, and making YouTube for roleplay and guides and anything. But to those guys out there, you don't have to subscribe or follow me on Twitch. Subscribe to them. They do the work, man.
Thank you very
This
much.
work is very
Well,
good.
I'll make sure to link your YouTube and your Twitch in the description of the video, so you can see that down in the description below. Right here, we'll have the scoreboard, not down where I said in the corner, like a fanny, and I had to correct myself in the editing. We'll have it up here. And yeah, so thank you very much for coming on the show, and I'll see you in the next episode, lads. Right, that's it, Maple. I'm fucking Scunner. I'm done. Thank you for coming on the show. Oh, what yeah.